Mike's story reads like this. I don't use my last name for obvious reasons. You'll understand why by the end. This started on a Tuesday morning, 3 weeks before everything fell apart. I was 21 years old at the time, living with my girlfriend, Emma, in a small apartment just outside the city. We stayed out late that night. Nothing crazy. Just hanging with our friends, watching a game, losing track of time. That morning, I overslept, really late. I worked construction, and being late wasn't something you could hide from, so I was already stressed when I got on the highway. Traffic was heavy, but it was moving. I saw an opening, checked my mirror, and merged. I didn't realize how close I cut it, though. A horn blasted behind me. It was long and just angry sounding. I looked in the mirror and saw a black pickup truck riding my bumper. I lifted my hand and waved, just a quick my bad kind of gesture. I even mouthed, sorry. But that wave, it changed everything. The truck swerved into the next lane. He pulled up beside me, and the driver leaned out of his window screaming at me. I couldn't hear his words, but I didn't need to. His face was red, veins bulging out of his neck. He slammed the truck forward, cut in front of me, and brake checked me so hard I had to swerve into the shoulder. Cars were honking at me, people were yelling, my heart was racing, and just like that, he sped off. I figured that was it, just another psycho on the highway. But boy, was I wrong. That night, Emma and I were watching TV when she paused the show. "Is that your truck?" she asked. I looked out the window. A black pickup truck was idling across the street, lights on, engine running. I kind of just shrugged it off, probably someone waiting for a friend or something to come out of the building, I figured. About 10 minutes later, it was gone. The next morning, I left early for work. Halfway down the street, I saw the same truck parked at the corner. Engine was off this time, empty as far as I could tell. When I passed it, the headlights flicked on though. I felt kind of stupid though for being nervous. There was lots of black pickup trucks hanging around. I didn't even see the driver. By Friday, everything stopped feeling like a coincidence. That same truck was outside my job site one afternoon, parked across the street, had the same dents in the tailgate, same missing hubcap. My best friend Ryan, he even noticed it too. "That guy's been sitting there a while," he said. "You know him?" I shook my head. When we left, the truck followed us for about 4 blocks, then turned away like it had never been there. That night, Emma asked me if I pissed someone off. That's when I told her about the highway. She didn't sleep much after that. The next week, things escalated really fast. Someone keyed my truck, deep scratches down both sides. No witnesses. Emma started getting followed. She called me one afternoon, whispering. She sounded panicked. "There's a truck behind me," she said. "It's that same one that's been parked outside the building." I told her to go to a public place. She pulled into a grocery store parking lot. The truck drove past slowly, the driver staring at her the whole time. She said he smiled. That's when Ryan got involved. He texted me a photo one night, a black pickup parked outside his house, asking, "Is this your guy?" I kind of felt sick when I seen it. The worst part was how careful the driver was. No threats, no vandalism, that we could prove anyway. No reason the police would take it seriously. Just presence. Always nearby, always watching. I started jumping at all sounds. Everything seemed to freak me out lately. Checking windows, taking different routes home. Emma stopped going out alone. Ryan started staying over at our place more often because none of us wanted to be alone. It felt like being hunted almost, but we were never attacked, and that was the scary part. About 3 weeks after this all started, I finally called the police after the truck followed Emma home again and sat outside our building for about an hour. They took a report, told us to call if it escalated. That same night, I heard knocking. 3 slow knocks. I looked through the peephole. There was no one there. When I opened the door, there was a single piece of paper taped to it. No words, just a hand-drawn arrow pointing down. I looked down to the floor. There's a tiny scratch carved into the wood, the simple shape of a smile. That was when something inside me snapped. And it happened the next evening. The truck followed me home again. This time I didn't pretend not to notice. I pulled over and called 911. The truck stopped right behind me. The operator was still on the line when the driver got out. He was bigger than I expected, but calm and smiling. "You shouldn't have waved at me," he said. That was it. No yelling, no threats. Then he rushed me. I don't remember much after that. Just a lot of pain, sirens, someone screaming. Maybe it was me. I woke up in the hospital with a concussion, broken arm, and lots of stitches. Emma was there. She was crying. Ryan showed up later with bruises all of his own. The police told me the driver was arrested, charged with assault and stalking, and had prior incidents as well. He'd done this before, they told me. No one died, no one vanished, but none of us were the same after that. I still flinch when someone honks. Emma won't drive on the highway anymore. And Ryan, well, he doesn't go out much unless he's with somebody. All of this because I was late for work and tried to be polite. If you're listening to this and thinking road rage isn't all that serious, well, I thought the same thing too. Until a stranger decided I deserved 3 weeks of terror. Mike had reached out to me after this has happened, and he wanted his story told exactly as it was. No exaggeration, no details added for effects. He survived. No one died. No one disappeared. But that doesn't mean it ended without consequences. Stories like this are why I take road rage seriously, and why you should as well. And why I believe these accounts matter, because most of the time, the most terrifying experiences aren't caused by something supernatural. They're caused by people. If you have a true story you want to share, you can send it to the email in the description. And as always, stay aware and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.